Good morning. Today is Monday, August 5th, 2013, and welcome to FLATLAND. I'm shooting today's vlog from an old Fuji digital camera that I've had for years, but I've never shot it for video. I should mention that just last night, our little friend Boogie here had encountered a raccoon who walked right up onto the porch in the center of it, and the two of them were facing off, almost the same size. I'm glad there wasn't a battle between them. Could have been bad for both. I used this camera last week in my bedroom, and the microphone turned out pretty good at the time, but I don't know how it'll be outdoors here, a lot of traffic. I should thank Marianne and Terry Williker for throwing an excellent summer party for the Starship Camelot this Saturday. Had a lot of fun, although it only took 6 doses of Valium to survive it. There are lessons that can be learned about old equipment breaking down, because a lot of old things can be new again. Not a broken 3D camera, but it's only taken me 6 shots to get this old digital camera working. Take, for instance, this t-shirt. It's Schrodinger's cat. And a year ago, I wouldn't have been able to tell you anything. A month ago, I still couldn't tell you much beyond that. It's a partial differential, which is pretty deep stuff. And after those Princeton University lectures of Professor Leonard Susskind, I can now say, oh, I get it now. In a nutshell, the wave function with position x over time is compared to the momentum p, and you start solving for p and come up with all this eloquent calculation to arrive that the change of the wave function with change in time is the Hamiltonian of the wave after being multiplied by imagination times Planck's constant. The situation of losing a 3D phone has got me rethinking the whole thing between 3D cameras and Android phones. And maybe it's time to separate the two, because I'm missing out on the latest Android features of Jelly Bean and some of the camera tricks, Wi-Fi tricks, GPS and such. And I'm likewise missing out on some of the better technology with 3D cameras, with being able to shoot in 1080p or double speed 720p so that you can play it back in slow motion. Now, a week ago I came across a rather rich clover patch right along Galbraith Road here, and may as well return there and have another look for yet more clovers. It was pretty abundant. You know, the Arlington police sometimes use this as a speed trap. I have a favorite lesson that I learned from Buddhism, in that sometimes suffering comes from being overly attached to things that are impermanent. I mean, life throws us all kinds of cycles of creation and destruction, and if we get too fixated on what we lose, then we'll miss out on the beautiful things that get introduced new in our lives, or new again. Until I see you next week, hopefully on different equipment, this is Joel Twisty and I wishing you happy trails.